Hello everyone, welcome to Pine Network's configuration tutorial. Today we're going to be configuring Layer 2 VPN VPLS, which stands for Virtual Private LAN Service. L2 VPN VPLS enables the creation of a virtual private network that simulates a traditional LAN across multiple sites, allowing geographically dispersed sites to share a single broadcast domain. So here in this tutorial, we will create the VPLS between two PE routers to enable two CE routers to communicate as if they were part of the same local area network. This is our topology. As you can see, we have R1 and R3 acting as our PE routers, and R5 and R6 acting as our CE routers. So let's get started. First, we need to configure our IGP, so we will use OSPF here. Now I created the OSPF process ID 1. Then I configured the OSPF router ID to be the same as the loopback address. Then I enable OSPF on my point-to-point network connecting the two PE routers using network command. And I do the same for the loopback interface. Now for the other router. Let's quickly verify our OSPF configuration. We'll use the command show IP OSPF neighbor to see if the OSPF adjacency is properly established, and the command show IP route OSPF. Here we see that we have OSPF routes and routing table indicated by a node. Next, we need to configure LDP for MPLS label distribution. Now I enter the LDP configuration mode. I configure LDP router ID to be the same as loopback IP. And I configure the LDP to use the loopback as the transport address. L2 VPN requires targeted LDP sessions for VPN label exchange, so I configure a targeted LDP session with the remote peer. I enable label switching on the interface. And enable LDP on the interface. Now for the second router. Let's quickly verify our LDP configuration. We'll use the command show MPLS LDP neighbor. This shows us the established LDP neighbors or sessions. And the command show MPLS forwarding table. This shows the MPLS forwarding table. Now let's create the VPLS instance VPLS test with an ID of 100. Next, we need to specify that LDP should be used for label signaling. Next, we need to specify our VPLS peer. Next, we need to associate the customer interface with the VPLS instance. Now I'm configuring the interface as a layer 2 port. And here I'm assigning VLAN 10 to that port. Then I associate the interface with a VPLS instance. And here I'm associating the interface with the VPLS instance VPLS test. And now for the other router. And that's it. Let's check if everything has been configured correctly. We will use the command show MPLS VPLS detail. We see that our peer is up and the attachment circuit is up. And the command show MPLS VPLS mesh. We see that the peer is active and the signal protocol is LDP. We can also see the labels. And now let's try to ping the two endpoints. And as you can see, everything is working perfectly. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thank you for watching.